Hello everyone, this is Satyam Deol from Shore Immigration Edmonton, and today we have a very important person with us. He is Rohit Raheja from UCW. He is recruitment manager at UCW, and Rohit has like a lot of experience with the international student recruitment. He has worked in this industry from last several years. So today we are going to talk about UCW, why one should study at UCW, what's the difference and what the programs offered, and what are the benefit and advantages at studying at UCW when you think about studying in Canada. So yeah,
Perfect.
hello Rohit.
Thank you, Sukhchen. Thank you for that introduction. So welcome everyone who's watching this video. Will be glad everyone who joined in or who will be watching this video later. Thank you, Sukhchen. Just to mention, you gave me my introduction. Thank you for that. So I'll just give yours as well. Sukhchen has been with Shoreway Immigration and has been a good partner of University Canada West. We have been working along for a long time. And today we are here to discuss more about UCW or any other students, who are interested or planning to study at University Canada West, planning to do their masters, undergraduate courses. We'll definitely discuss more about those in detail.
So yeah, basically like the students who are interested in studying in Canada, so we will let you like let you know by introduction. So basically, University Canada West is located in Vancouver, and then all the programs are like postgraduate work permit eligible programs, which is very important thing for international students, whether you are coming from India, South Asia, or Caribbean countries. So in postgraduate work permits are being offered, and this is DLI Institute, and they have like different programs. For undergraduate, it's a very good program of associate of arts degree, and for graduation there is a bachelor's programs, and for masters, MBA is a very good option. They have like different elective areas in the MBA which is not being offered anywhere. So Rohit will explain a little more about the programs.
Yes, definitely. So I'll just, can you see my screen, Sukhtain?
Yes, we can see. Yeah.
Awesome. That's great. So going to start about UCW, I just want to give, a brief introduction about University Canada West. Where are we located? Number of students and the programs that we offer, right? So University Canada West is located in downtown Vancouver, in specifically inside the business district. That's our first campus. We now have an added campus. So the second campus is also like a 10 minutes walk from our current campus in downtown Vancouver. So UCW by numbers, right? We have over 3,700, I would say over 4,000 students now studying at University Canada West. Our average class size is 21. So we have 20 to 25 students per class. This makes sure that students are, able to converse with their professors, able to talk to them, clear any doubts, and they also get a one-on-one attention with their professors when they're in a small class size environment. Uh, Students from over 90 countries, so University Canada West attracts students from all over the globe. We have now counted 90 plus different countries, students representing at University Canada West from 90 plus countries. Age student age is from 16 because that's the program for Associate of Art, someone who has graduated high school. So we have age 16. We also had a student age 59. So that's the age. And these are the students who want to do MBA, usually master students who want to pursue masters. They come after completing their bachelor's, or maybe they have gained a lot of job experience. Now they want to push their career further. So we have class, student age ranging from 16 to 59. As I mentioned, we have two downtown campuses, and this is really important for students studying at UCW. 100% MBA students secured employment within 6 months of graduation. We are able to do that because we have a career services team. So anyone who studies at UCW gets support from our career services department that helps them find a job once they are graduated. So this is for MBA grads, and this survey was done in 2020. January. So it's the latest report coming out for all our grads, right? Um,
Yeah, yeah. So like that was the main concern, like right. So when international students they come to Canada, they complete their programs, and then after that, we know like in for example when they want to like stay here permanently, right, through express entry or some other programs, especially
right,
like we will mention like BCPNP for students who have graduated from British Columbia. So
right.
getting jobs are really hard for them, right? So they get like little support from especially when they have like new they have no experience, so that's really hard for them. So as you mentioned, UCW they offer like career services, and then I guess there are like lots of workshops happening at the UCW campus throughout the year. So where the business or like companies they come to campus, and then the students and the job fairs happen, and then a lot of students get the job from there, right? So that's a great thing.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, and not only after they graduate, yes, that's a big thing. They need to find employment, but the process once you're a student at UCW, the process starts while you are a student. So not only after you graduate, but while you're studying, you will be able to find a job with the help of our career services department. They help the current student as well. So let's say if you're a full-time student in Canada, you are still eligible to work 20 hours per week. And if you're not able to find employment yourself, then yes, please do connect our with career services team. We help students find part-time jobs here in Vancouver. And not to mention Vancouver, we have very big companies in Vancouver, so you can by that. Like we have Sony Image, we have Microsoft, we have Nintendo, we have Amazon, and Facebook is coming up as well. So there are a lot of big offices. With that, you can get an idea of how much job opportunities are available in Vancouver area.
Yeah, so that's the great thing. Like, while you get your degree or certificate from like a very designated institute, which is very recognized, and obviously this is university, so the education level is much higher as compared to the college. So if we talk about like undergraduate program, especially Associate of Arts, so right, so we know like students know like when they finish their high school, and then they start exploring their options, and then they go with the Associate of Arts. So I know this program is 2 years, and then in the second year they have so much options to choose from, like marketing, management, finance, digital marketing, and everything. Like a lot of options. So thing is that like this program is offered at different institutions too, right? In the colleges in the similar area. So when we go with UCW, so what's the main difference between studying Associate of Arts program at UCW and then other like DLIs or institutions?
Right, right. That's a good question, right? So, just to give an overview of the Associate of Art, yes, it has been uh, offered at different institutions, including colleges and universities. So, I'll talk about a bit about the Associate of Art program at UCW, and then we'll kind of compare what makes it different from
Yeah.
other institutions, right? So, as you can see, Associate of Art, it's a degree program. This is a 60 credit course, 60 credit, that is 20 courses that you study for approximately 2 years. And then while you're studying, you will be able to develop these skills. It says workplace problem solving. So this is a practical skill that most of the employers in Canada they seek for. Ability to work in teams, leadership skills for the workplace, communications, and soft skills for employability. So these are job ready programs. Once you complete the Associate of Art program, this prepares you for a job. So once you're graduate, you're able to find employment within Canada. And not only, it's a general program, we have added specific areas that's called the elective areas. So you can specialize in any of these areas. So it could be accounting, economics, hospitality, tourism, management, marketing, media communication, psychology, and social justice. So, depending on what your area of interest is, you can specialize. I personally love marketing, so let's expose marketing a bit. So, let's explore it. So, for marketing, it gives you an overview what exactly you will be learning in marketing, marketing research from a marketing manager perspective, perspective, focus on marketing principles, relationship between companies and stuff. And then it also shows you what courses you will be learning that are related to marketing. And then it gives you job opportunities. So once you career possibilities, right? So advertising executive, social media manager, customer support. So these are the job opportunities that you can get started with, or once you graduate, as I said. If not these, then definitely a career services team would help you to find employment within the same sector. Could be anything, accounting, same, the courses
Yeah.
that you will be learning and all that, right? Uh, Learning methods. So now you ask the question, right? So what makes this program different? So
Yeah.
because of the learning methods, right? You're not studying at a college, you're studying at a university. The level of studying at a university in Canada and the level of studying at a college is totally different. Universities are usually research based. University has a lot of research papers that you have to submit, your assignments, your projects, and apart from that, you have to uh, get involved with the real life scenarios. So let's say if you are taking marketing as your major, you would have to, collaborate with one of the local businesses located in Vancouver, and then you would have to do a case study on them. You would have to help them increase their business by the skills that you learned in the marketing course. So that's the project. That's your final assignment you prepare while you're studying at the university. So it says learning methods, lecture and classroom discussion, written assignments. You have to do a lot of presentations and team tasks. So in the team, you make a plan and you do presentations in front of the entire classroom, suggesting good business strategies.
So that's awesome. Like as you mentioned, like students get a first-hand experience working with the small business located in the Vancouver area. So by doing that, like they get a first-hand experience, and it will be easier for them to, even if they are going to work for somebody, like work for some corporations, or even they are planning to start their own small business. So we know like a lot of international students every year, like thousands of international students come and settle in Canada. As myself, I came here as an international student, and I know you also came as an international student.
Right.
So yeah, it's Canada is a very good place for studying, and when somebody is thinking about studying in British Columbia, then definitely they think about Vancouver. That's the number one city in Canada. And then when you think about Vancouver, and then you think about UCW, so that's located in downtown, and then there is no problem to commute from the nearby cities located. So most of the international students they live in like a nearby cities we know, right? So there will be no problem in commuting and finding a job in this area. So yeah, that's definitely a plus point studying at the campus.
That's right. That's right. No, definitely. Like, especially when you're talking, as you said, you like, came as an international student, then, working in Canada. Connections is really a big thing in Canada, right? Networks. You make your network. So while you're a student, I would specifically suggest students to go to a place or go to a city which is more vibrant, which has more things to do, not just your university, right? There are a lot of jobs available as well once you graduate from the university. So there are a lot of places in Canada where there's only a university based out of nowhere, and students are not even able to find part-time jobs, or even if they do, let's say if a student graduated from a university that's located like out of the city, and then they finally have to move to big cities like you, me, we all have seen, students moving to Vancouver, or maybe students moving to Ontario, or maybe Alberta for jobs, right? So once you graduate, they have to move to bigger cities to find out jobs. So what's the suggestion here for the students is, why not, already stay at a place and learn more about the place while studying, and then once you graduate, it's better for you to make your progress in the same city rather than coming as a new person in a new city after you graduate and then starting all over again. So yeah, that's a benefit of definitely benefit of living in Vancouver and in the big cities.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. When we like, I remember like when we study at college or university, we made friends, and then we got connections in the city. as working for different employers. And then when somebody graduates, so it's really hard for them to move from that city, even if it's they are not getting the same job opportunities as they would get in a different city, but really it's hard for them. So definitely when for international students studying in or living in Vancouver, that's a big advantage for them, especially with BCPNP programs. They are opening a lot of programs for tech pilots and for undergraduates, international students, and entrepreneurs. So there are a lot of peer programs in BC right now going on. So definitely, yeah, that's the also main point studying in a city like Vancouver.
That's right. That's right. So yeah, as we were discussing about Associate of Art, that's pretty much it about the program. Entry requirements is as long as you have graduated high school, if you're a student looking watching this video from India. So if you have graduated high school, that is your grade 12, and you have over 50% max in your high school, you can apply. And then if you have required IELTS English scores, you will be accepted into the Associate of Art program. And that too, you might be eligible for a scholarship as well.
Yeah, as you mentioned scholarship, so could you please like a little bit explain more about the scholarships, about the programs being offered?
Yeah, sure, definitely. So we'll talk about the awards and scholarships. University Canada West offers more than 30 different kind of scholarship, and now these scholarships are targeted, for different places or different countries where students come from. Specifically, if I talk about scholarships for students who are applying from India or they are coming from India to study at UCW, for them, the first scholarship would be Second Language Excellence Scholarship. So this scholarship is totally based on your IELTS score. So if your IELTS score is 7 overall with 6.5 in each, then you will be eligible for a $2,000 scholarship if you apply for Associate of Art program. Uh, Same thing, 7 with 6.5 if you apply for BCom and Bachelor of Arts, you will be eligible for $8,000 scholarship. That's a huge scholarship.
Yeah.
And then for MBA, if you apply for MBA, you will be eligible for $4,000 scholarship with 7 overall and 6.5 in each, right? That's
Right.
number one. That's one scholarship. But the other scholarship that we have specifically for Indian students, that's called Scholarship for Academic Excellence. Here it is. So scholarship for academic excellence, that's basically, someone who is, we look at the previous score. So if you're applying for Associate of Art, University Canada West will look at your previous score, that is your grade 12. In your grade 12, if you have 3.80 and above, you will be eligible for a $10,000 scholarship. Now, students from India is like, what is 3.80? I don't know. I
Yeah,
only
yeah,
know
definitely.
percentage, right? So if I make it easier for them, if I convert it, so 3.80 and above comes to 75%. So if you're a student and you have scored 75% and above in your grade 12, you will be eligible for a $10,000 scholarship if you apply for Associate of Art program, right?
That's a huge amount. Yeah.
That's a huge amount, right? So talking about the Associate of Art program, the Associate of Art program would cost students 34,000, right? If I
Yeah, for 2 years. Yeah.
For 2 years, right? For 2 years, it costs 34,000 approximately. So here is the cost: 34,800 for international student. But if a student is getting 75 and above, this program cost will come down to only 24,800 for 2 years, right? So it's a huge opportunity. UCW is giving away scholarship for students who have scored well in their previous studies, and not only for Associate of Art. This scholarship goes for BCom and for MBA as well, right? And not to worry if the student has not scored 75 and above, they might have scored something 3.60 to 3.79. That's basically uh, 69% to 74%. If you're falling within this, you're still eligible for a $4,000 scholarship. And if you're falling between 3.20 to 3.59, that's like 62% to 68% in your grade 12, you still get $2,000 scholarship.
Yeah, so this amount is notably like a large amount. So when we compare, like on average, international students pay from $16,000 to $20,000 per year as studying in Canada. So that's the average amount. So if we go with like 2 years and then somebody gets like 10,000 scholarship and a whole amount would be like $24,800. So that's like lowest amount you can study in Canada at university level. So that's the amount you only get at UCW, right? So yeah, so basically that's like another GIC you are getting, right? $10,000 in GIC and then this 10,000. So you're saving a lot. So and while
Right.
studying at a university level,
Yeah, you can
definitely.
definitely look at like that. Yeah, no, definitely students are eligible for scholarship. So most of the students they're not aware about the scholarship because these have been recently launched. But I'm sure through your medium, through Shoreway Immigration, students looking at this video will definitely want to get started with their applications. Would like to apply to be able to secure this scholarship.
Yeah, definitely. And one more question. So these scholarships are available to international students. So let's assume like the international students who are like already in Canada studying at somewhere and now they're planning to change their college or change their program, right? So they are looking to study at UCW. So are they eligible for these scholarships too?
Yes, yes, definitely. That's a great question. So anyone who is already in Canada, and if they want to switch their program or if they want to start studying at UCW, if they transfer, yes, they will be eligible for the same scholarships.
And another question, like similar to this topic. So let's assume somebody has done one semester at different college or different institutions. So with the same program, let's assume, and are they eligible to apply for credit transfers at UCW in the programs?
That's again a great question. Yes, so there's a process on how you apply for transfer credits. So once you apply, so let's say if you're a student already in Canada, you want to transfer and you have already studied one semester. For example, let's say you have studied three courses in your first semester. So first you apply. First is applying, getting accepted. Once you're accepted, then students have to fill a transfer credit form. And yes, we do accept the transfer credits according to the BC CAT. That's the regulatory body who assigns, or who helps in transfer credits. So if you are a student who has already studied three courses and those three courses are same as the Associate of Art courses and it matches to UCW courses, you do not have to repeat those courses again. You can get a waiver. You don't repeat those courses, plus you also don't pay for those courses. And again, your time duration becomes less. You only have to do rest of the courses. Plus, you're also eligible for the scholarship.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's a great thing. So while you're getting credit transfers and also getting scholarship, so that's a good thing.
Right. Yes.
So, and there is a the MBA program is very famous at UCW. So it has lots of options, like different eight elective areas, I guess. So can we talk and discuss about the MBA program a little bit?
Yeah, sure, sure. Definitely. Yeah. MBA program, most of the students coming from India, they they do their BCom and then they transfer or they want to do higher studies in Canada. Recently, in last 4 or 5 years, we have seen a trend where high school graduates are also now coming to Canada. But doing your higher studies in Canada has always been a trend, especially your masters from a foreign country, right? So yeah,
Yeah.
Master of Business Administration. This program at University Canada West, it is a 2-year program. And as mentioned, University Canada West is a business-focused university with tech side to it. So, as you already know, Vancouver is a tech hub right now. Not only Vancouver, Canada is slowly becoming a tech hub with a lot of tech talent and a lot of tech companies, especially located in Vancouver and Toronto. So the courses that you learn at University Canada West, like in your MBA, it's not just related to business, it also gives you a tech advantage, right? So you learn other courses like AWS, Amazon Web Services. This is introduced in the UCW program. For the MBA, you learn Facebook Blueprint, Powerhead, Trailhead. You learn Shopify. Basically, Shopify is an online store where you can, it's an e-commerce website where you can create your online store. So we teach students at UCW how to create your online shop at Shopify. DMI, Students, we are also, associated with DMI, that's Digital Marketing Institute. So all students graduating get a certification that they know the digital marketing side of the MBA as well. Right? Tableau, it's a data interpretation software. Everything is now data, numbers. So that's what students learn. Ripen, and they learn IBM design thinking software. So that's apart from the studies. This is not in the books. This is like your practical knowledge. You work on the softwares, right? So it gives the description about all of these. Now, coming to MBA, as you were talking about the elective, so we have specializations in different areas. Student can choose elective areas like leadership, HR, human resources, financial management, business analytics, entrepreneurship, marketing and digital marketing, consulting, and nonprofit. These are pretty much very wide areas, and student can specialize in any of these. The hot ones, or I would say most of the student are choosing marketing, financial management, and business analytics, and human resources, because that's what is the trend right now, for the business analytics. The market is going huge in Canada.
Yeah, and especially you mentioned like those international companies, so they are well-known, well-established companies, so that would be definitely a great advantage for students. As those, I can see more companies like Siemens, Apple, Nestle, Thales. So these are also like big companies. So everybody knows these companies, and then when they have an advantage to work on these softwares with what they are using and what they are doing, so students will get uh, advantage in real life when they have to do when they have to apply for their jobs, or even they are thinking to start their own business.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, no, definitely. There are a lot of companies in Vancouver. As we were talking about the employability as well, once you graduate, you have to find employment within, if you're open, you can go to other parts, but most of the students or people stay in Vancouver because of the weather. You are in Alberta, so you know
Yeah, Vancouver.
the importance of, weather. How's the weather? It's cold there or?
Right now it's 20 degrees, I guess, for today. And last week it was too hot, like 33, 34 degrees.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, summers are okay, but like winters are very harsh. So it goes
Winters.
to minus 40, right?
Yeah, it's extreme, especially in Alberta. Like I have been to Alberta, stayed there for like 2, 3 months. I was like, no, this is too much snow for me. So I kind of, decided to stay and settle here in Vancouver. So yeah, talking about the employability, as we mentioned earlier, employability. This is the Academia Group survey that was done in year 2020. So 100% of the graduate found employment within 6 months of graduation. That's 100%. And 67% secured employment within a month of graduation. So right after they graduated, almost 70% students found employment within a month. And these are some of the companies, right? Siemens, Scotiabank, Apple. These are very few some of the companies that our grads are working with.
Yeah. So definitely MBA is a good option who students who have done bachelor's in their back home, and especially when students are getting good scholarship options with your IELTS scores, with your previous academic grades. So students will be like saving a lot of amount, and while you're doing MBA. So definitely MBA is a good option, and it's also advantage for getting a job and getting a high scores in express entry, especially. So this is a good option.
No, yeah, that's right. No, MBA is definitely, a lot of students, this is a question if students are watching right now. Uh, I want to, share some light on this. A lot of students are eligible for an MBA. So let's say they have done their bachelor's in India. Now students have two options. Either they can go for a post-graduation diploma, or they can also go for a master's. But hey, look at University Canada West. If you are getting accepted into an MBA program, then definitely go for an MBA, not for a post-graduation diploma. First thing, as you have already mentioned, for your points, it's really great if you do an MBA for your PR application in future. It will be much easier. Second thing, MBA graduates earn more salaries than a PG diploma, graduate in Canada, job prospects are higher, the opportunities are much better for an MBA graduate, and the learning is totally different. It's all practical studying in an MBA, and then it's a number one professional degree all around the globe, right? So definitely, if you are eligible, then consider doing an MBA rather than going for a diploma.
Yeah, definitely. So I have seen like the trend in last years, like when students who have done bachelors, so especially then when they come to office, they ask for like a 1 year postgraduate programs, let's say project management or global supply chain management, kind of those programs. And
Right.
even those programs, they also cost around like $20,000, $18,000 per year. And then those students, so those are also like good programs. I'm not saying they're not like the good ones, but definitely on the one hand you are doing MBA, and on the other hand you're going to do a 1 year postgraduate certificate or diploma. So there's a lot of difference, like when you put your MBA on your resume, and then so it makes a huge difference. And then especially at university level, when you get accepted and then you get scholarships and everything, so studying at university in MBA is a very different. It's like a lot of practical experience involved in the program. So it would be easier to get your job prospects in the Canada or even in the States or even in India. So that's a huge uh, advantage at doing a MBA after your graduation.
That's right. That's right. As long as you're qualified, then, if you also talk about the cost of the program, like if you see the cost of a 2 year, the tuition fee for a 2 year diploma program, which is approximately similar to the UCW MBA program, right? There's not a big difference in the tuition fee of a diploma program, like a post graduation diploma and MBA at UCW. So I would recommend, students go for an MBA, right? That's the best option. They can choose. Again, it's a professional degree. Definitely, go for an MBA.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially when UCW will help like in employment for MBA students. So there's a special program for MBA students where UCW help in getting employment, from getting you ready with your resume to small details to big details, like from resume to interviews. So
Right.
with all the things, UCW will help students.
That's right. That's right. Not only resumes, we do help with building their good resumes, but also UCW helps them build their LinkedIn profiles. Right. Right now, these days, especially in Canada, like there are a lot of new students who come from India. If I ask them if you are on LinkedIn, most of them they're not on LinkedIn. Not like they're like, no, we don't. We are not on LinkedIn. But that's what I suggest them to get on LinkedIn, because that's your professional network, right? You need to show the world what are you doing right now and what kind of future do you want for yourself. You connect with the like-minded people on LinkedIn and build your professional network as well. So yes, UCW helps with resume building, with building your LinkedIn. And not only these things, we had a case. It's a video on YouTube. By the way, UCW has an amazing YouTube channel. If someone wants to, go ahead, subscribe, watch the videos. We have a lot of events happening at the campus. It's all on the YouTube channel. And also we do campus tours. It's on the video. But yeah, coming back to the point, UCW, there was a student who wanted to apply at Amazon. He came to the career services team and he wanted to apply. He thought that he was eligible for this opportunity. So on behalf of the student, UCW Career Services team, they approached the company telling them that we have a candidate, we have a graduate from our university who is totally eligible for the job. He's qualified and he would like to apply. So instead of student applying, UCW on behalf of the student reached out to the company. That's how UCW is involved in helping their graduates.
That's great. That's like a huge push you get like with the help of UCW. So definitely that's a big advantage for the students. And then we have talked about the scholarships and studying at UCW. And then so we know uh, like could you please like talk about the professors, like your instructors? So what's the difference between the instructors? Like how much they are qualified?
Yeah, sure. No, that's a big thing, especially for For MBA students, if you are studying at a university or a college, you need to see who will be teaching you. That's the first. You know, in Hindi we call it guru. So who will be
Yeah.
actually teaching you? Who you will be learning from? Do they have enough experience? Do they know what they're talking about? Right. So that's a great question. I can. It's on the website, right? By the way, any students who wish to, look at our professors, their job experience, they just go on the website. It's under the faculty section. So whatever program you're studying, right now we're talking about MBA. So yeah, just click on the MBA. Now you'll see the faculty for the MBA program. So these are all the professors. They will be teaching you your MBA courses, and you can look at all their profiles. And if you by chance wish to see what their experience is, what they have done, just click on their name. So let's say if I click Dr. Larry, click on it, and then it says Dr. Larry has a PhD, and then expertise and experience, publications, he has written some books as well. And then if you want, you can also get connected on LinkedIn. Click on LinkedIn, and then here's the link to connect with Dr. Larry. And same for others, right? You can just click on them, uh, learn about them, experience, expertise, teaching and research, some publications. They have written in some good books, and again, LinkedIn, right? So huge list of our professors, all well qualified, and these professors are not only someone who will teach you from the books. They have been working in industry for a long time, so they have the practical experience of working in the industry, in the business sector, or whichever field you choose, or whichever course that you will be studying. They have practical knowledge of the industry, and then they come back to teach you the real world scenarios. So learning is kept as a top priority at University Canada West.
Yeah, so basically it's not like you're graduating, it's like something you are learning. So it's the degree plus experience you're getting and practical knowledge and working in the local community with those projects you will be doing. So that's like a combination. So yeah, definitely that would help in the future for the graduates. Yeah.
It will, definitely, it will.
So yeah, so at the end, like at WC UCW, students, international students will have a great opportunity to learn and then to get a scholarship, especially with the promotions going on. So we will definitely recommend UCW in the Vancouver area if somebody is applying for uh, like next year. So what are the intakes? Like what are the options students get at UCW when we talk about intakes?
Intakes, right? So UCW has 4 intakes during the year. Our next coming intake is fall 2021. That starts in October, right? And then after that, we have January intake. That's called the winter semester. That starts in January. And after that, we have spring. That starts in April. And then we have our fourth semester that starts in July. That's the summer semester. So we have 4 intakes during the year. Students can apply for any semester they wish to. Right now, UCW is still open for fall 2021. So we are still accepting applications. And by the way, great thing. There's application fee waiver going on for all UCW students. So if they apply, usually there's an application fee which is $150, but UCW has waived it for now, and there's no application fee, so you can apply without the application.
So if you're okay, like, can we talk about the processing time of the offer letters? Usually, like, students are really worried about the like longer processing times. So right now in the pandemic, so nothing is like certain. So especially when we submit applications to IRCC, and then it get months to process those applications. Delay immigration with the lockdowns going on. So in this time, students are really worried about the offer letter times and how long they will be able to get the offer letters, so they can start from there.
Right. Yeah. No, processing times depends on student profiles. Like if they have sent all their documents perfectly, but yes, if they have, if they're applying, so it depends program to program, right? So if you're applying for Associate of Art program, Then the processing time would be within 7 business days. It takes like 5 days from my experience, but if you have all your documents ready, the maximum time I'm giving is 7 business days. The application, the offer letter would be ready from the date you apply, right? And coming on, and that's same for the BCom and the BA program. Coming on to the MBA, MBA students go through the admissions committee. They're all the MBA applicants. Their profile goes through the admissions committee because MBA students have to also submit their resume. So their scholarships, as we were talking about, $10,000 scholarship, it is based on a combination of their academics plus their resume. So those applications might take a bit time, but not longer than 10 business days.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, so it's pretty good time. Like even like 2 weeks is a normal processing time. So yeah, so that's not much longer. So yeah, we can expect offer letters in a week for undergraduate programs, and then 10 days for MBA program.
That's right. That's right. And you know what, we'll try to do as fast as we can, but that's the standard operating procedures. Depending on student profile, it could be early, but if you have submitted all your documents, yes, 10 give us 10 business days for the MBA program, and we'll get the offer letter ready.
Yeah, awesome, awesome. Yeah. So today we discussed all the options at UCW, and then the help UCW provides after graduation, like building resumes, those job fairs, workshops, and then projects which students have to complete in the community, like in working with the local businesses in Vancouver area. So things those are the things like basically we have discussed. So everything is clear. So from getting offer letter to applying scholarships, and then graduating, and then after graduating, applying for jobs. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Perfect. That was a great session I had, and hopefully, students watching this video, if you have any queries, you can get connected with Shoreway Immigration, one of our partners, Sukhchan Deol. You can get connected, and we'll get your query solved. And if you're applying for fall 2020, we'll process the applications. And great news. Just wanted to if someone has not heard it, students or anyone who's fully vaccinated now from 7th of September can, are is eligible to fly to Canada, right? So that this is a great time for students, even though indirect flights are not open, but we have found people have found several ways to come by indirect routes. So yes, if you're a student who is planning and who is wishing to study in fall semester, yes, we have enough time. You can apply, and as long as uh, you send your applications, we'll get the offer letter ready, and then Sukhchain would definitely help you with your visa applications.
Yeah, definitely, definitely we will help with the applications. Yeah.
All right.
So guys, it was a nice meeting we had with Rohit. So he gave a lot of information about the UCW. So we would like to thank you, Rohit, for being with us today.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Sukhchain. Thank you so much from UCW to Sureway Immigration. Thank you so much for having me. And I'll hope to connect with you sometime soon in future.
Yeah, see you soon. Thank you.
All.
Have a good
Thank
day.
you. Good day. Bye.
Bye.